What's up, manga fans? This is Raphael from Seed Manga, and welcome back to the second part of this Hajime no Ippo review. The chapter I'm about to review is 1058, What is the Final Weapon? So this chapter was fairly short, kind of a big contrast to, the last one, which was longer and had more stuff going. But I'm not gonna bitch about this chapter because of the length, because the content was actually quite interesting. You can tell, as I said, it's setting up for, the final exchange, the last stand, whatever you want to call it. You might as well say Ippo's last stand, because this is his final chance. And Kamagaya was interesting because at the start he's telling him, grit his teeth, spread your legs to shoulder whip. He's even going on the stance like Ippo is, and he's screaming, do you know where you are right now, what zone this is? This is your area, this is your comfort zone, your range, this is where you can infight at your best. And Ippo noticed this and he's like, yeah, I'm at my range. And so he lowers his stance, spreads his leg to shoulder width, and gets ready to infight. So he's gone back into, his natural, normal style, and basically discarded the Dempsey roll. So everyone's like, okay, Ippo's getting ready to throw some big killer blows. But now that he's flattened himself, lowered his center of gravity, he's not going to be able to trace Alfredo. So if Alfredo goes back to jabbing, he's pretty much screwed and he'll lose out on points. But as I predicted, and what most people would have predicted based on Alfredo's state of mind right now, he does the exact same. He lowers his center of gravity, he does the same stance, and he's basically completely raging, so he's ready to fight it out. And this is Ippo's big chance. So instead of using a Dempsey roll now, he can revert, as I said, back to his normal boxing, and as Kamagaya says, rely on his courage, which has helped him in the past. So it's basically all bound to bare bones now. It's just normal boxing for Ippo now, at close range, infighting, and hoping that something will land, and land hard, and change this whole match around. So Ippo remembers basically everything he did in the training, the whole punch, the glove on the end of the broom, running next to Kamagaya on his scooter, everything. And he's like, I have to remember everything, use everything I did, the same stuff he's saying before. But this time it was more in a way where he's like, I have to see, I have to make the first move, see how effective I am at the world level. This is my challenge. So yeah, that was pretty much the chapter. But you know what this is. As I said, it's a build up. It's basically Ippo getting ready to take on number 2, the Metzil demon, and see if his fists are ready for world level. And as I said before, Ippo has the strength for world level, but he doesn't have the boxing style. He needs to start thinking smart, because I definitely think he's going to win this match. A lot of people don't seem to think he's going to, but I think he's going to win based off of the fact that Alfredo has thrown his cleaner boxing that would have won him the match out the window, and is choosing to go into Metzil rage mode and basically fight more sloppy and unclean, which will give Ippo a chance to land a hit. But that's not going to cut it when he goes against Ricardo. Ricardo's not going to be stupid to do something like that. He's going to fight Ippo to his advantage and just destroy him if Ippo ever went in a fight as he is now. So all I can say is Ippo has definitely got to improve and start fighting a lot smarter after this match. He's going to have to retrain himself, rethink, and become a much smarter boxer. Because I've seen, elements of Ippo being smarter, like at the beginning of this fight. But after that, it's like it just kind of went all downhill, and he just lost his rhythm, his groove, his mentality, and he just started getting wailing on. And all he was doing was charging forward, praying that he can get close. That's not going to work. Ricardo would tear him apart. So, as I said, this match is basically going to end with Ippo finally getting a final chance to hit Alfredo with a solid hit, with the exchanges they're going to do at that close infighting range. That would change the tide, and then Ippo will win. That's all I can think. I'm actually surprised, because I remember me and Reese before said that maybe he'll use the new Dempsey roll on Alfredo, but maybe that's definitely going to be reserved for Gonzalez, for Ricardo. That's going to be like his final weapon against the big boss of the featherweight. So I can imagine that's being reserved for a reason. Ippo's just going to beat Alfredo with his normal boxing style. But as I said, it's not really a convincing win. It's kind of in a way lucky, because Alfredo went into his Metzil start mode, which is more reckless street fighting boxing rather than his cleaner boxing that he was doing at the start. And so, as I said, that's why I'm saying Ippo needs to improve himself so he's prepared for any kind of boxer that he's going to face at world level. And you know Ricardo's going to be able to use any kind of boxing style. So, as I said, enough of my rambling. That's all I want is, after this match, Ippo's going to learn from it and learn that he made a lot of mistakes and he's got a long way to go before he can face Ricardo. And yeah, then I'll be happy. I'd like to see Ippo fight a bit more smarter and stop getting hit like the Kurosawa match, when he mostly dominated Kurosawa with just lefts and he beat him in the second round without even getting touched. Didn't have to use Dempsey roll or anything. He completely murdered him. I would love to see Ippo fight like that again. More smarter, more cleaner, and less hits to the head, because this is real life. Ippo will be dead by now or in a comatose state or a vegetable. So yeah, that's all I want to see, is more of cleaner fighting from Ippo and smarter fighting. So yeah, that was the chapter. It was short, despite my rambling, but yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. It's definitely, in my opinion, reaching its climax, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna end. So you guys know the usual. If you got any opinions, prediction, comments about this one or the next one, leave them in the comment box below. And also, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video and you'd like to check out more, subscribe for more content, and I'll speak to you guys next time.